So I'm with Josh Gowling now at Malvern. I suppose that's a pleasing afternoon for you today. Good performance all round.
Yeah, it was good to see some goals, which there's not been a lot lately, has it? No, it was good to see some goals. It was good to see, even the trialists. We do work on the training pitch, and you can see they've dialed in and they've done it, and obviously they've got their rewards from it, so it's really pleasing. And a couple of the trialists really caught the eye today, with some goals and some assists. So yeah, it was really pleasing as a whole.
Yeah, for me, the whole 90 minutes. So to be fair, both sides tried to keep the ball on the deck, made for a good, entertaining match.
Yeah, I think that's just the way we are. Obviously, we didn't have Ty today, so we had a kind of different dimension up front. I thought Shola did well. And then obviously Miles went down the middle and got his goal in the second half. But yeah, we want to play football, don't we? So we want to get the ball down, play and play attractive football and be high energy, high pressing, and I think both halves did that.
And given that you kept the more senior players back for 20 minutes at the end, and that was obviously going to be a strategy after the Arsenal match.
Yeah, the lads worked hard. A good 60 minutes into Arsenal, chasing shadows at times, I suppose. So they're a bit sore in training the other day. So we planned for this to be kind of lesser minutes. So get a good 30 minutes in here, and so obviously we wanted the other lads to do the work, and then when they were a bit tired, bringing the other lads on. So we did that, and the lads come on. You could just see when our senior players come on, the intensity just raised, didn't it? So that was really pleasing to see.
Yeah, I mean, it could have been a hatful more towards the end. I think Malvern were chasing shadows towards the end of the game. Yeah,
and the lads will be disappointed because we had some really good. I mean, their centre half saved 2 on the line, and the goalie saved 1 as well. So, but we've got to be more clinical. So, if we're going to get in those areas more this year, then we've got to be more clinical, because obviously at our level there'll be less opportunities than there were today. So we've got to make sure we're more clinical in front of goal.
Defensively, you talked about bringing a new centre half in after the Arsenal game. Well, obviously you've signed Oren Pendley now. What was the reason behind that?
Yeah, I just think we need competition in that area. I think Luke and Zach have been absolutely outstanding. But we've got 2 centre halves at the football club, and he talks, he organises, he'll ruffle a few feathers. That's what he's like. It's what his personality's like, and he likes to battle. He's a no-nonsense centre half, probably one we've not had. I don't know the last one. Probably Grimesy was probably the last one we had. So I'm not liking him to Grimesy. He's obviously a different player, but he's big, strong, and physical, and we want that in the squad.
You've also mentioned the other day that there were some irons in the fire that you couldn't announce. Is that because it's close to the season in terms of loanees coming in?
What do you mean?
Your irons in the fire mean that you can bring players in, but they're still at their parent clubs at the moment.
No.
Okay. Fine. Everybody at home knows there'll be new signings in that case. But you obviously are still looking.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, we've got a couple of spots to fill today. A couple, like I said today, really caught the eye, and obviously we brought centre half in now, so we'll probably be looking to bring in another midfielder, and then obviously the players that I shall not mention will obviously finish off the squad.
Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Can we ask, no Jared Hockey's today?
No, he just fell a bit awkward on his knee in the game against Arsenal. He's fine. He trained the other day, and he did some running today, but obviously at 35 on 4G in 40-degree heat is probably not the best game for him. So we thought we'd give him a bit of a rest, which meant we could get a look at Harrison in that area. And I thought he was absolutely outstanding today. I think he's aggressive. He got forward well. He had a little bit of a chirp with one of the lads, didn't he? But he was really good. And like I said, we're going to lean a little bit, on the likes of Seb, on the like of Mark, from the youth team to bolster the squad. And I think they're going from strength to strength, game by game, training by training. So it's really pleasing to see they're, coming to the forefront now.
You mentioned the heat. Could be even hotter on Tuesday night. Is that game going to go ahead?
So it's at night, isn't it? So you hope it'll be alright. It's alright. It's a state of mind, isn't it? It'll be fine. No, it's going to be hot. Obviously, we've got training Monday, so we've got to be cautious with that. So we'll have a look at what we do on Monday, whether or not we'll come in or do a bit of team building or something. But then Tuesday we've just got plenty of water breaks and make sure we're. But it's going to be a tough game. Colville obviously lost in the playoffs last year, didn't they? So it's probably a more realistic game to our standards. So that's why we've got games like that, and obviously the Alva Church game as well. So we want to play it if we can. Cheers.
Thank you.